Alright, welcome back everyone. So, Phasmophobia has released its collaboration with Alan Wake, and we're gonna be checking it out today. Now, right off the bat, excuse me, I had my sound turned on my other PC, sorry. But right off the bat, I don't know anything about Alan Wake. I've never played Alan Wake, I've never even watched anyone play Alan Wake. What I do know, both from just reading the blurb here and from a quick Google search, he's like a writer that doesn't remember writing a book and then lives through the events of that book, which seems to also be the plot of this collab. And I have noticed that picking up these papers makes sound. Don't know if it's gonna do it again.
He shot the moose in the woods, but he did not shoot the deer. He took the deer to his house, and there he made her his wife. We laughed, but he set us straight. The deer is dear to me, in more ways than one, but a moose steak is never a mistake.
Right, so it does play the sound. Obviously, if there are references to the game, I'm not gonna be able to understand them. Again, I've never played, I've never watched someone play. So, I'm gonna be playing this collab from the perspective of a Phasmophobia fan and not an Alan Wake fan. But I have liked a bit of what I've heard.
Phasmophobia by
Like
Alan
that.
Wake.
Like this paper
Something
here.
had shifted. The investigators saw immediately. Ghost hunting contracts for GHD were always strange, but this was something else. Beyond the obvious change in the room, the television sets, the chalk drawings, there was something more subtle. A dark and unseen presence pressing against the fabric of reality, about to rewrite things for an unknowable purpose. The feeling had emanated from the typewriter that had manifested in the middle of the room with faint clacking of keys. More imagined than heard. The story on the page the investigator was now reading, was the description of what was happening to them now. They were trapped in a story.
Yeah, this
Something had shifted.
is
The
pretty
investigators saw
interesting,
immediately.
and I did not mean
Ghost hunting
to do that
contracts for
again.
GHD were always strange, but this was something else. Beyond the obvious change in the room, the television
While
sets, the chalk drawings,
He's talking.
there was something more subtle. A dark and unseen presence pressing against the fabric of reality, about to rewrite things for an unknowable purpose. The feeling had emanated from the typewriter that had manifested in the middle of the room with faint clacking of keys. More imagined than heard. The story on the page the investigator was now reading, was the description of what was happening to them now. They were trapped in a story.
Let's not accidentally pick up anything else for now. Let's read what is here. So, strange pages have been appearing from a manuscript called Phasmophobia. The mysterious author, Alan Wake, writes about a darkness seeping in, a shadowy presence, another world overlapping with our own. Somehow, the fiction written on these pages is becoming reality. The manuscript also describes a group of ghost hunters with the ability to purge the shadows and unravel the mystery. It is up to you to assume your role in the story and protect this reality from the encroaching darkness. Right, so it's telling you the story, but it does have more to do than your average event. Like, it's not just earn points, you also have to do stuff which I'd assume is related to Alan Wake's story. Again, never played. But yeah, locations: Knocklide Old, Knocklide New, Camp Woodwind, Nell's Diner, Bleasdale Farmhouse and Grafton Farmhouse have all become areas of overlap, and indeed I have noticed that the names of those places have changed. Nels Diner is now Oh Dear Diner. Which one would this be? I believe this would be Grafton Farmhouse, is now Cauldron Lake. Camp Woodwind is now Coffee World, and Bleasdale is now Elderwood Palace Lodge. I'm assuming these are all locations from the game, or at the very least hybrids, because like it said, not quite old, not quite new. I believe these are still the same layouts, just the visuals have changed. So yeah, our objectives here, obviously earn points. That's just going to do our run-of-mill, like discovering the ghost and doing the optional challenges. And I'm assuming we're also gonna get points for these event-specific parts. Reveal words of power and find dolls and solve doll puzzles. Now I am going to explore the maps and see what I can figure out. Obviously, if I had played the game or watched someone play, it would probably be a lot easier to figure out what any of this means. But it's obviously not going to be impossible. I'm going to try and do it with as little looking up as possible, so most definitely not going to be able to do it all this stream. This is going on by 3 weeks, I believe that's what it said. So we're gonna have 3 weeks to figure this all out. So now I am going to keep myself on intermediate. Just so there's some stakes, like more stakes than in amateur, but not having me need to focus on the goals. Like I want to explore a bit of what's changed and the puzzles we have to do. So yeah, I am going to start with Nels Diner, yeah. Excuse me. I'm just going to check the equipment. I think this is all. I think I am going to keep these like this. Majority at tier 2 and just these two as tier 3. These 3 at tier 3 actually. So yeah, we're gonna start now. Cozy Diner, what happened here? Okay, so
We've arrived.
that
Check the
blurb
equipment
is still
and get
the
sent up
same.
before investigating.
Let's check here. Hold
The
use.
ghost here seems to be linked to a cursed object. Go and
I'm
take a closer look.
assuming
Maybe using it
this
to
is
help
what
your
it means by
investigation.
reveal words of power. Then we have extra UV lamps. Obviously, these are here most likely because of like just so everyone has a UV for the event, because usually you can only have 2 UVs. They are tier 1, which does make sense. But right off the bat, I don't see any major differences here. That is different. I did see in the trailer that there were people, or ghosts, or specters of sorts around the maps. So that would be interesting to see. Right now, what I think I'll do is I'll just find the ghost room and explore a bit of the map. something about this feels different. I don't think you're supposed to look like that. And it is on medium, but that shouldn't be affecting it like that. Yeah, shouldn't be affecting it like that. Yeah, on the topic of bugs and glitches, they have fixed a lot of stuff. Oh, there's one out here. They have fixed a lot of stuff from last update. Now, I'm actually going to get that little totem, just so I can see if it does something with the ghosts. It does. Alright, so I'm gonna have to take note of that. Also going to have to remember that I left that little totem thing there. I haven't played No Standard so long that I've completely forgotten which way the doors open. Good thing the ghost is right here. Maybe not a good thing, but... Oh, and the lights are different. There's a lot of ghouly ghosts around. I suppose it makes sense. There's... Initiation, alright. I'm gonna have to check out the decoration in a bit. Now I need to find the ghost. I believe the ghost was around here. Oh yeah, so my breath here. Oh, this looks cool. Find Alice. No idea who Alice is, but... Actually, let me... in here... The graffiti looks cool. Almost makes me want an actual location that's filled with high school. This would be really cool for high school, actually. Whenever they revamp Brownstone, like they should just plaster it. Well, maybe not all of it, but they should have a lot of graffiti. That is very common in like abandoned high schools and stuff. That would make sense. This UV flashlight would probably be better than the glow sticks to look for stuff. And we also have the little totem. But just to get some evidence rolling, I am going to bring in a... Oh, yeah, flashlight. I forgot about that. Right, so I'm gonna leave the UV here for now. And I'm gonna bring in the book. Now, I've got no clue if interacting with those ghosts like makes our ghost more aggressive, or if it just doesn't do anything. So I'm gonna have to see. For now it just seems like we're just vanquishing these spirits. Oh, that is awesome. The graffiti only appears when the lights turn on. And I'm guessing it's gonna be the same with the UV. But except the UV is actually going to reveal what's under the graffiti. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Really cool, actually. Don't ever do that. Booty ghost. Got voodoo doll. We'll leave this here for a bit. My sanity has dropped a bit. I'm at what, 95? Yeah, just about 95. Obviously it's not dropped a lot, I'm not doing anything and I'm on intermediate, but trying to take note of that in case it's important. Yeah, let's take in some stuff. I'm gonna leave this here for now. And then what am I going to bring in? Oh yeah, dots. I should bring in dots. Oh yeah, that... Oh, they've changed some of the... Hold on. Is it changed or are they new? I think these are new ghosts. Wait, hold on. I don't think I have a screenshot from before, but... Building temps, ghost riding, and dots. I think these are new. Hold on. You prefer chasing over searching. What does that mean? The corner is blind that uses sight. Ghost source, spirit box, UV. I'm trying to tell if the evidence is a new combo or not, and I, for the love of me, cannot tell. Nearly blind, so You can. It's even worse than it. It's like a reverse yokai. I think these are new. Wait. Let me try and do something smart. $29. I don't think there were 29 last time I played. I don't think there were 29. Oh yeah, these are new ghosts! These are brand new ghosts, okay! Oh, this is awesome. Yeah, let's try and figure out what they do. So, when they spot their target, they become faster in pursuit, so that's any ghost, but I'm guessing it's more Revenant style, but then they prefer chasing over searching. Does that mean that they they don't search, so does that mean that they're just lying in wait during hunts? What's that mean? Like, the Kormos seems very intuitive. It's a reverse yokai. You can stand right in front of it, it's not going to see you, but it is going to hear you, and I'm assuming it's going to notice your electronics as well. But this one that I am trying not to pronounce because yeah, I have absolutely no idea what the correct pronunciation for that would be, and the only pronunciation that comes to my mind is one that I'd rather not say, even if I'm not against swearing. I don't know. This is gonna be real interesting. But as I was saying, the ghost has evented like right off the bat and has been rather active, even with my sanity being extremely high still, so player demon are my current guesses. Maybe Oni. I think it's too early for Oni. Oh, this is awesome. Yeah, they've changed the positions of like the cameras compared to last week's update. I'll probably only notice when I bring in the tier 3 because I don't think I used the tier 2 last update. So we got ghost riding. I am not seeing any ghost orbs right now. So we got ghost riding. No orbs. Let's check our temps. Not freezing. In fact, it's rather hot. This is a ghost that walks a lot. Just checking. Where did I drop the little totem thing? So, not here. Probably left it inside somewhere. Okay, there are the clues. But I'm just gonna go to the ghost room. And I'm gonna see, we got an event. Doesn't... Oh, I take it back, we do have UV. So, demon or Obambo. So, we got an arrow pointing in here. So do I just need to point? Right, I just need to point at it. Okay. So those are the words of power. Now seriously, where did I drop the totem? I don't get it. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Wait, I really need to find... Oh, there it is. Is that it? Yes, it is. No, I left it somewhere. Yeah, let's check this one. It's got an arrow pointing here. Then... Ah. Arrow pointing there. Maybe it's also for the ghosts. Maybe you only get one word of power per investigation. 255. What does that mean? Are you? Hey. Is it 255 or is it just 250? 250, sorry. Oh, there's a word of power. Oh, you need all the lights turned on. That checks out. Oh, there's another one. Ah, that's on me. There's a word of power. But just there's the bone. There's a guy in the closet. Oh, and there's a lot more guys outside. Sorry. Still have no clue what this is doing, but I'm guessing these are, at the very least it's going to give me points for the event, so obviously not complaining. I probably would have understood it better had I played Alan Wake, but oh yeah, there could also be power outside. But sanity has dropped by quite a bit. I do want to check something. Okay, I was just checking if the 250 meant something. I think that's all of them. Maybe not. But I didn't see and didn't hear any more of them, so yeah, we're at 75-70. Oh, no, we're at 70. Oh, yeah, we're more, yeah. Let's check here. What do we have? Probably not that much. I suppose I'm right now leaning more toward the bamboo, unless I go in there and the crucifix is like completely burnt. But I am going to fill up for now. I'm gonna leave these two here for a bit. Gonna take that in. Let's see, what can it be still? It can still be anything except ghost orbs. Say, I should take in one of those. And yeah, I suppose I don't know why, but the new update, right, to the flashlight has completely messed me up when it comes to inventory space. Again, yeah, it's a 3-year, and the crucifix is intact. Where are you? Are you near? Are you close? Where are you? I still think my thingy is glitched. It hasn't worked since I had my game is set to my old mic, and yet I can't seem to get Spirit Box working. Oh, we got dots. All of them. It is an Obambo. No. What do I have in here? Okay, first I need to do this. Second, I need to get my UV back here and the sound recorder. I don't need to do a perfect game, but I'm pretty sure. No, actually, I mean, I might be all done when it comes to the extra points. Now that I think about it, I don't think the photos and the perfect game give out. Oh no. Firelight, yeah. So, yeah, I'll take in, and I'll make a photo cam. I'll leave the photo cam here. I'm gonna take this. I suppose I can try and get some extra cash. I am playing on intermediate. Now she could be so kind as to blow out that firelight. come on, I just need the firelight. Technically, I don't need to record it, I just need you to blow it, but I can get both. Thank you. There's probably other stuff hidden with the UV, but I think for one investigation that's pretty good. Just so we can check on the board and see what have we done. So yeah, those are all checked out. The evidence is pretty specific on it being an Obama, so I'm gonna be surprised if it isn't. So yeah, let's go, let's see what we've done.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
Nice. That's a lot of points. I think that's way more than I've ever gotten in an event at this difficulty. Obviously, the harder the difficulty, the more points you get, but yeah, we got 3 words of power. Right, so let's actually... I don't need to walk, but I do like walking. Let's check over here. So 69 points is 23%, okay, so... Obviously this doesn't have like stages like the others do, like the other events. So 23%, it's the 300 points one. Then words of power, need 68 of them. And then finding the dolls and solving the doll puzzles. I'm guessing that's on the other maps, 1 per map. Obviously it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to have a doll in a diner, but like a summer camp, a house, and another house, those make much more sense. Let me just hydrate. So that's our status here. Now the thing that I do want to see is this one here. Oh no, all maps do have 3 dolls. And 3 out of 20 words of power. Alright, so I was pretty wrong about that. Now, what's the next map we should do? I think the next one we should do should be Coffee World or Camp Woodwind. I'm rather intrigued by this one. But I think I'm actually... No, actually I don't need to do it, not yet.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the
I'm guessing this has become an amusement park of
Nothing to
sorts.
report, but it looks like whoever was here left in a hurry.
So... Oh yeah. movie ghosts around. This looks awesome. But yeah, what I was gonna say, some of these assets, like the strings and balloons and even the Ferris wheel in the background, I hope they're able to reuse them later. Maybe not these exact ones, but ones like them. Because I think they'd be really cool with a new map. Stuff like this. Alright, so not seeing any orbs of the ghost variety. So let me just check out on my sanity. So sanity is still good. This does seem darker than normal, I have to say. I'll have to check my settings afterwards. No, the ghost might just straight up be no. Maybe it's just taking a while to climb up. Oh, it's here. Alright. Just confirming that there are no orbs of the ghost variety. That seems pretty high. A lot of interactions for a lot of sanity. Now that might just be because it's a bit dark in that room, but one has to keep an eye out. Oh, John Jones. I didn't know we were dealing with a Martian. This one's gonna be a tough one. What should I pick? No camera, I suppose. So check that out in just a sec. Just gonna go get an actual torch and the totem. let's check here. It is telling me come in here. Yeah, there's a word of power there. Like these assets only showing up when the lights turned on is pretty cool, and I'm guessing in the game there's something like that happens. It's really difficult to see if something's turned on. We have a bad neck sniffing around here. Unfortunate. It's been a long time because we have one of those. Oh, you can do it. Come on. There it is. Yeah, I probably should have looked better in no grinder. Any other words of power here? Doesn't seem like there are. Oh, I was wrong. There's one right here. Oh, there seems to be one right here. So let me check up on the Gooby Ghost. It is still here. It is not freezing. It's in here. It has touched something. Oh, 80, I thought I was forward. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I'm gonna bring in another dots and another camera. This stuff is looking weird right now. Can't tell the ghost is out there on in here. Seems to be in here. So what I'll do, this one there, this one. So I'll bring this crucifix more there. Alright, so clearly I might be mistaken about where the ghost is. I just try and see if there are any words of power around here. Yeah, there's a couple of them. I haven't been keeping track of how many I've got, but I know I've got a lot. Probably one. If I had to take a guess on the backside of that. Oh, my guess was wrong. I think that might be all of the shadows of the ghost itself. I don't think I've got any. That gave me I jumped. I have to say, I jumped. I thought I was gone. I really did think I was gone. Let me just look around for a bit. Let's see if I can see anything. Anything at all. 'Cause we got nothing. We got nothing at all. Got a UV in there, but I think it's gonna be good to bring this one in. UV, where's the UV? No, not that. This. Did I place 2 UVs on top? I must have. I genuinely see anything at all. Where are you? Where are you? Are you near? Are you close? Yeah, it's not working.
Getting attacked like...
So I got absolutely no clue what the hell was going on with my microphone, but yeah. Let me see. Have you been here enough? You have been here enough. Thank you. What is there left to be? I haven't seen ghost orbs, but I'll check in a bit. The book has been here for a while, so twin. I hated that. I absolutely hated that. I don't have the sound sensor with me, but that was new. That was new. Now there are supposed to be dolls and doll puzzles. My sanity is good, so I can walk around for a bit. Check if I missed, maybe, over the power somewhere. Oh, we can't have. Oops, we don't have that turned on, really. Like, anywhere the power I need. So, yeah, they really didn't make it an amusement park. That would be cool to explore, but I get why not. There's probably nothing outside, even, but dolls, doll puzzles, there's gotta be something somewhere. Yeah, this is it. I don't know what happened, but this absolutely did something. Maybe. Is it like, do I need to find the correct order of dolls? Guessing that's something of the sort. Now that I know the kind of doll I'm looking for, it's probably not going to be easier at all. that might just be fixed for the event. Yeah, what? Actually, let me see. A photo of the ghost, sound recorder, and check and so on. So absolutely not. It's this amount. Okay, so they look different. Maybe I'm just crossing them off one by one. If that's the case, is the voodoo doll part of them? No, of course it isn't. I think that's gonna have to be for later. Because I've got absolutely no clue what to do on that topic of the dolls. And I also think I'm not gonna do those. Not right now. So we're gonna go, we know that it's twins. So
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
right, so even without the side missions, it's still a lot more points than I usually get. And I got 9 words of power. Okay. And I did get 2 out of 3 dolls. Okay. And I only missed 1 word of power. Alright. Yeah, the doll puzzles. Yeah, that's probably going to take a bit longer. I am going to continue to the other maps, but I'm also going to take a short break. So let me actually try and find some background noise for while I'm gone. Let's see. Yeah, this will do probably, so I will be back in a bit. No, wait, hold on. Be back in a bit. Alright, I'm back now. Sorry about that, that took longer than I wanted it to, but as I was saying, we're gonna go to Elderwood Palace Lodge, which is Bleasdale. Yeah, it is Bleasdale, yeah.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating.
Right, so the breaker is outside.
There have been new reports of a cursed object
Facing
nearby.
forward, so
This
yeah.
must be the reason that the ghost was summoned here.
It's
Take a look.
only 20
You may
points.
be able to use it to your advantage.
Back up on my own time, because obviously I'm gonna be playing this off stream, trying to figure out what I'm not going to figure out on stream. Yeah, not gonna take in the tokens yet. And by next stream I'll probably know what this is actually called, so... And if it is called Totem or something of the sort, then I guess it's more intuitive than I thought. I'll have to bring in an actual flashlight a little bit. Let me just go turn on the breaker. Okay, I might not need a flashlight. I do need a flashlight. So, we'll drop these there. Oh, and right off the bat, the ghost is doing a lot of stuff. Didn't bring an actual flashlight. This should be enough. I might need to turn up my texture quality. The historic Elderwood Palace Lodge of Bright Falls. Oh yeah, Bright Falls. I did read that that was the name of the place the game happens in, so yeah. These are hybrids. This building was constructed as part of one of the early settlements in the greater Bright Falls area. Built in 1898, the building has been both private and public use through the years and has bravely stood the test of time. In 2015, it was carefully taken apart and relocated here in downtown Bright Falls, but it was rebuilt into its original glory walk by walk. The Elderwood Palace Lodge reopened in Bright Falls in 2016 and has served its customers faithfully ever since. Alright. Back down, just so we'll have a smooth performance. Just in case, I am going to check. Oh yeah. There's a word of power, okay. There's probably some other stuff around the outside, but for now, let's try and find that gooey ghost, because it's been a while, and it's probably gotten cold. I can't actually do that. Graffiti and if Nels Diner had graffiti, the campsite had like little animal cutouts. This one is full of water, goop of sorts. let me actually. So, I can see that's a water wheel in the bathroom. Don't tell me it's outside. It's right here. And yeah, I pulled the breaker because of course I did. Not seeing any orbs of the ghost riot here right now. So I'm gonna place that there and gonna turn the breaker back on. And also turn some lights on that I'll need. Oh, that's probably the scribbling I heard when I picked up the dolls. Oh no, no, it's just telling you to confuse. What was that scribbling? Alright, I did not place it correctly. Yeah, let me also need that. Did it? Okay, that was odd, unless... Oh, this one also goes the downstairs. Alright. That makes sense. What's this? Can I? Thank you. Was the book there? Where did I drop the video? There's the video camera. Probably a lot of other stuff for me to find, but I think we try and get some of these shadows out of here and find some bursts of power. Had to be in there. Okay, so I wasn't muted in game, but my microphone has been acting up, and just in case the ghost could still hear me. Oh, so that's where that one was in Alzheimer's. Yeah, it really should have looked better in the diner. Wow. totem is, but I do know that I need to turn the micro back on. I'm looking at the time, and depending on how long... No, I think I'll still have time to at least check out. Maybe not do a full run, but at least check out Grafton. Like, sure, because I'm looking at it and we're already an hour and a half in. So, usually this would be where I'd be ending stream. I'm gonna let myself go to 2 hours. Like that was always the plan for today. But even then, this is a rather large place. It might take a while to look for everything. So... so okay, that shouldn't have taken me that long to find. Now, can you... Question, okay, I'm still seeing Brave, so yeah, the ghosts are still here. Not freezing. Yes, UV. Those went by fast. I only saw one of them, despite there being a couple of steps. There's the totem. Those two of them, that's correct. No gooey ghosts here, but there's almost definitely world of power somewhere. Exactly. So I need to... yeah. Checking in here, seeing if there's anything new. Vitality is still high. Guessing the rest of the guys are probably downstairs and upstairs, actually. What is actually a bit far? Maybe not. still squeeze yourself here. I thought they removed that. Maybe they just made it more difficult. Mountain. Picture of a mountain? Mountain of something? Yes. Yeah. Sometimes the easiest solution is the right one. Okay, it kinda needs to roll the breaker, question mark. Okay, good. Keep an eye on my sanity though. Actually check the outside a bit. There's almost definitely more stuff here. But obviously back in these rooms, like these are inside but outside, like those are gonna have stuff, but this don't have stuff. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe I've got all the ones that were outside. Like besides the actual outside rooms. So I'm gonna pick one just for safekeeping or whatever it's called, just in case. And has the breaker blown? The breaker has blown. Interesting. was a surprise, obviously. Oh, I do still need to check up on the attic. I also need to check up on the see if it's done anything else. It's actively doing stuff. Just our temps working. So I'm gonna take a wild guess and say not freezing. But just in case. They are not freezing at all. No book has been written. That crucifix is intact. This crucifix is intact. The ghost has interacted with something and is actively interacting with something. I think we just have to do the guys that are upstairs. That is filthy. I do wonder if anything happens when you get all of the words of power. But I am right, there's still one final guy somewhere. Oh. Don't hear anything else. Probably still a couple words of power somewhere. Now let's actually focus on the ghost at hand. What I wanted to do I think I still haven't checked the spirit box and EMF are the ones that I haven't brought in at all. No, actually, have I brought in? I have brought in the EMF. So, spirit box. And obviously, okay, so it has knocked the camera down. Let's see if we can find the ghost quickly so that we can at least have a look around Grafton, even if we might not have time to do stuff. Not hearing anything. The box isn't spiriting, so gonna say it's a no on Spirit Box. It also hasn't written, not that I can tell at least. Let me actually put this to the light. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything. Video logo. You know, I heard 4 steps, but I'm only seeing 3. I am still waiting a bit more Obake, which would be ghost orbs. So 1, 2, 3. So yeah, 1, 2, gap 3. Okay, it's definitely feeling Obake. Check orbs. I don't remember. I don't remember seeing orbs. Wait, that's. Oh yeah, videos. There it is. Where did the ghost knock down to? There it is. So anything? Any signs of round floating balls and ectoplasm? Obviously the round balls. Doesn't look like it, so that checks out. Of course I'm not seeing anything. So if I come here and it's just a tour. But if I, just in case, I'm going to check temps again, but pretty sure that was here long enough to, yeah, rule it out. Right, so, wanna see a magic trick? No, but whenever you want to do a ghost, I'm outside your room and I'm looking at you through a camera. Whenever you wanna do that. Any day now. Anything at all. I can just trust my instincts and just go, but I wanna see you do it. I wanna see you come at me, or just go across anywhere. Anything at all. I'm gonna pop the camera down here and I'm gonna walk outside because we only have 10 minutes left to just look at Grafton. I'm gonna just see. That seems like a 5. for no. Just gonna take a quick peek here, see if you do anything. There it is, there's the dot. Let's go, it's a courier. It is a courier, right? Yes,
Welcome
it
back.
is a courier.
I've got some jobs ready for you.
It's still 64, and I found 18. That's... Oh, I missed 2 of them. I missed 2 of them. I could have probably looked around a bit more, but honestly, it's fine. Found a majority of them. Now, this is just going to be a quick peek into Cauldron Lake. Not gonna be doing much of anything at all. Just want to see what it looks like.
Alright,
Because
we're
we
here.
just
Take a
have
look at the equipment and prepare
under 10
accordingly before
minutes.
starting the investigation.
Yeah.
There have been
So
new
we're
reports of
not
a
gonna
cursed object nearby.
bother
This
with
must be the reason after going through
much of
seven years.
anything. I'm
Take a
just
look.
gonna...
You may be able to use this
Where's the
to your
breaker?
advantage.
Upstairs. We call this Cauldron Lake, so is there a lake somewhere? This... Oh, that seems vanilla. Is the chicken here? Maybe not. That also seems like it would have been there normally. Seems more overgrown than usual, or maybe I just haven't played it enough to notice how overgrown it is, and it looks awesome. Well, I found the ghost. That was easy. Say the least. There's a top light, but I don't see any switches. It's maybe here in the hallway. You don't need the UV. The doors of power in this one. Okay, maybe you just need the UV to flash them at that, but like you don't need to walk around with the UV to find them. They're right there. Whoa! You just need to find them. Like you just need to shine the UV on them. Like finding them is easy in this map. Okay, that's good actually. Wait, is it? Oh, the ghost is in here. Okay. Got a long range. Let's see. I'll take your phone. This is really cool. So it is not fixed for the event. I just got 2 in a row. I didn't even see what I had. Please no. What the? Why did that glow? Like, make a sound, not glow. Because I'm guessing it's because something here that only appears. Okay, maybe I was wrong. I was gonna say there's something here that only appears if you have all of them, but clearly not. This is gonna be an awesome map to play in, actually. I don't usually touch this map because it unsettles me a lot more than Sunny Meadows does, and also because it absolutely breaks my PC lag-wise, but it's not really lagging right now. Yeah, I'm not going to do a full investigation, as I said. I'm genuinely about to run out of time for stream. This is just a walk around to see what it looks like. Yeah, roads power are going to be really easy to find here, so this is probably the tutorial map in a way. It does look really cool. Next stream we'll have to do stuff here. Actually, thing is, next stream I'll probably have already done this. Well, it happens. But yeah, I need to go now. I'll just throw out a guess and say that for some goddamn reason it's one of the new guys.
Welcome back.
Alright, it's
Prepare
not
to
one
stop
of the
the
new
video.
guys, good. But yeah, that is where I'm gonna be leaving the stream for today. Depending on what happens over the weekend, maybe I'll still have Cauldron Lake available to look for stuff. But what'll probably happen is that I'll find out how to do all of the dolls and stuff over the week while playing with friends, so high likelihood that we're not gonna have anything to do for the event next week, except for like doing the ghosts. But yeah, nevertheless, I will see you. Well, let's see what will be the next stream. Yeah, it's probably gonna be either tomorrow or Thursday. It's going to be a Minecraft stream. So yeah, I'll see you guys then for that one. Peace.